Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Each approaching day is cutting short our life in this world, and every day we are drawing nearer to our grave, right? Thus, we need to take strong steps to prepare for the hereafter. We should act quickly to accumulate good deeds to earn the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My friends or other people would say that I'm quite morbid because I always think and talk about death. Now, I have a very strong reason why I do that. That I spend and think about death at least or more than, at least 40 times a day. My reason is that whenever you think about death and you think that this world will come to an end, then with that always in your mind, you would always find time to do righteous deeds rather than to commit things or to do things that will displease your master. It's like a servant whose master is displeased with him works harder and harder and more efficiently to earn the master's pleasure. This is the very same condition of the believer in this world who rushes to accumulate good deeds so that his creator, his master, can become pleased with him. The believer tires himself in this goal. Because if he relaxes and passes his life in ease and fun, then he has forgotten his real purpose in this dunya and has become involved in his inner desires, his nafs. He forgets his real purpose of preparing for the hereafter and starts chasing the false attractions of this world. That's why shaitan would actually beautify everything that is haram, that is prohibited. Right? You see, like alcohol. When you're watching watching a television, all alcohol ads doesn't say that alcohol will cause liver cancer. Alcohol can cause this and that. It basically just show you that alcohol is good for when you're in your social gathering, etc., etc. So this dunya is actually being beautified. But I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that dunya is not is not a blessing. It's a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's just how we spend our time in this dunya. Now, those people who frequently chase the false attractions of this world, such a person is in grave loss if he's not using all his resources to accumulate anything for the hereafter. Because he's spending his life unaware that one day he has to die. This is a man to be pitied because worldly desires have blinded him. Now, we have to prepare for the hereafter in this life and try to please our Creator. We should be involved day and night in thinking of ways to please Him. When we keep this thought foremost in our minds, we will stop wasting our time in useless talk and useless goals. Such an individual will stop sinning and displeasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and start spending his life pleasing and living his life by Allah's commands. Even if people would say that Islam is just a bunch of don'ts, don't do this, don't do that. It's like thousands of lists of haram. Even if other people would say that, you people, you Muslims, cannot do anything to enjoy life, just smile. It's okay. To us believers, this dunya may be a prison because our real home, this is not a real home. Our real home is the hereafter. And that's Jannah. Inshallah, may we all be granted Jannah in the life hereafter. And a person who realizes this has no spare time to waste because he is constantly pursuing new avenues to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to become people who are, who have this strong desire of the hereafter. This world and everything in it will end one day, whereas everything in the hereafter is everlasting. Consequently, whatever man does for the hereafter will last forever and continue to benefit him. Thus, my Muslim brothers and sisters, I'm not saying that you have to leave your work, you have to leave your family, you have to leave all of your duties and responsibilities and just pray all day and night. What I'm saying is that everything you do, it should be intended and it should be for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And every day you have to think that your purpose in this life is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And our goal is to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, in the life hereafter. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the ability to understand our real purpose in this dunya, and may we all be granted Jannah in the life hereafter. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.